Devan. How's it going, bud?
How you doing, Dixon?
Hey, man. I mean, look behind you. There's mountains. It's green grass. It's 80 degrees. It's fantastic right now. I'm pretty excited by this. So you've been on the grind for a while. You've been playing disc golf. Like, how does this place look like in relation to some of the other courses you've been to?
It's very different.
Yeah.
We have mountains. There's very little trees, but we've got a lot of water. Card fairways. It's mowed. We've got a clubhouse. We've got people fishing out our disc all the time. So
This is different than Oklahoma, huh?
way different. This is a facility for sure.
Okay, so you've been grinding for a while. What were you doing? What were you doing like before disc golf? Is there a before disc golf? When did you find it?
I found disc golf when I was like 15 years old. Before that, I played like 6 years of baseball, and I think I played like one more year of baseball, and then I found disc golf, and it's really been full-time disc golf since that age.
What kind of music were you into when you found disc golf? Or were you like what year was that?
That was 2004.
Okay. So what is that like? Is that like Blink 182 and
like
Sum
Blink
41 and that sort of stuff?
Yeah, and like Ivil 65.
Yeah. Evanescence. Were you like secretly in love with Amy? What's her name from Evanescence?
No.
Okay, so I mean you've traveled the world. You've been a lot of places for disc golf. What's been some of your favorite stuff?
Man, Japan. Even though I had a broken leg in 2014, but Japan was an awesome experience. Seeing all the videos I watched on YouTube and hearing it from Felberg and all the top pros years ago, that was one of my most memorable places traveling. And then getting that passport stamp. I've been traveling for the passport stamps, and that one was just like, I went all the way across the earth and seeing like the Asian culture, and like I stuck out like a sore thumb. So it was like the first time like being in a place where it was culturally different.
Yep.
So that was awesome.
You mean Central Oklahoma is not like Japan?
No.
Not like where is it at? Osaka?
No, Tochigi.
Tochigi. Okay. All right. So let's say you've been working hard at disc golf for a while. Let's say in a couple of years disc golf just ceases to exist. What are you going to do? How do you make money? What's your passions?
I really enjoy cooking.
Really?
Cooking has been like one of my things for a long time. My mom cooked a lot in front of me, and I really took interest in it. So I mean, I could see myself opening a bar or restaurant or doing something like that.
So if we threw you in a kitchen right now and said, make something to impress the disc golf crowd here, what would you make? Like, what's your go-to recipe?
I'd probably go with something like pasta, just because it fills everyone up pretty easily. But maybe like a chicken Alfredo and something like that with like some creamy Alfredo sauce.
Do you have experience working at restaurants or in the food service industry?
I do. I worked like 3 years before I really started touring full time. I worked at a sushi restaurant, and I was a waiter / chef for a while, but I was majority of a waiter, and I did really well just because I had a good story in disc golf. I could relate with people and go into their home parks and stuff like that. And once I accumulated enough money, I kind of like said disc golf was my venture. So I've been venturing on disc golf the last 8 to 9 years. It's been a good journey.
Okay, so let's say you got to just move anywhere you wanted outside of Tulsa to go do whatever. Where are you going to go? What would you want to do?
I found it last week.
Okay.
I got some good friends, Nate and Jesse Westbell. I met them in 2011 Worlds, and they were living in Seattle at the time, and Nate was from Port Angeles, Washington, and he told me all about it for years. And finally, after the Beaver State Fling 2 weeks ago, I went up there and I spent a week, and I believe that's where I'm going to end up. It's got mountains in my backyard, and in the front yard I can see Canada and a bay to the ocean, so it offers a lot what I don't have in Oklahoma. So
right.
It's a pretty exciting place.
So are you kind of ready to like settle down from disc golf, like kind of move on to whatever the next stage of your life is?
I mean, I could see it coming around shortly, but
yeah.
I'm going to do it as long as I can, and as long as I feel like I'm capable of competing at an elite level. I don't want to be like a Brett Favre and come back and forth and do that, but I do see myself settling down and trying to figure out like the business side a little more.
Right. Man, the whole point of these interviews is for you to like make friends with people. I think you just alienated like the whole state of Wisconsin and in Minnesota there, bagging on Brett Favre.
Come on. He's a legend, but he could have retired many years ago.
All right. Hey, Devan, thank you very much for your time.
Hey, thank you, man.